Yo, 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 it's Lee the Lugi here, back at it with another video. Okay, guys. So, I don't know if you guys have realized, I don't know if you guys seen my last video talking about the PlayStation 5 Pro that just got released, not so long ago. It was just released, information about that was just released like maybe a week and a half ago, probably less than that. And now we're over here sitting at information about the PlayStation 6. Um, Little things about it. So, for example, a couple of specs about the new PlayStation 6. Supposedly 4K at 120 FPS, then 8K at 60 FPS. Okay. I doubt it. Let's face it, I doubt it. Not even PCs, unless you have like a maybe a beefy motherfucking PC, you're not gonna get that much constant. You're not. You might get like 100 FPS at best. At the 8K, you might get like from like 50 to 60, maybe a little bit less sometimes. You're not gonna get that much. It's just not it. So that's one thing about the specs that's kind of being talked about. AMD is going to be the chipset that's going to be put into these PlayStation 6. I think it's also on PlayStation 5 Pro. That's on it too. There's an announcement, a kind of estimate time, not date, but like year of the PlayStation 6 being coming out. It's 2027, and then maybe they're thinking to say something around chipset maybe for the new PlayStation will probably be designed and created for at 2025. Um, so a lot of talks about right now about the PlayStation 6 is pricing. People are talking about it being $1,000, around there. You already seen PlayStation 5 Pros are already gonna be $700 and up, depending on what version you get of the PlayStation 5 Pro. There's always gonna be the one where less storage, with a disk drive or downloadable only. Same thing. Obviously, it's gonna probably be the same thing for the PlayStation 6. Um, Same thing. You're gonna probably have a disk drive or just only a downloadable version, and different sizes of storage. Um, Guys, at $1,000, buy a damn PC. Buy a damn PC. If truly that's what the price is gonna be, buy a PC. Don't waste your time on a console. Yes, consoles are nice because it's portable. You can bring that shit anywhere. Let's face it. You can bring that shit to the bathroom if you want. Um, the thing is, at $1,000, if that's truly the price of what the PlayStation 6 is gonna be at, it's gonna probably be around there. It's gonna be, how the prices have been going up lately, and it's Sony. It's Sony. They love their money. They love their money. Even with some of their games, they don't refund money. They don't like to refund. They don't like to do that. So it's Sony. They love their money. It's just how it is. So I wouldn't doubt it being around $1,000. But at that point, let's face it, everybody knows that when it comes to a new console, there's not much of a difference from their prior console. Like the PlayStation 5 Pro, it's gonna probably be damn near the same shit that you're gonna get on the PlayStation 6. So you might as well save that $700 you're gonna spend on the PlayStation 5 and save that for the PlayStation 6 2027. Come on. You already got a lot of games. I mean, the PlayStation 5 isn't too bad for what you're getting at the moment, and you can probably survive with that for a couple of years. So, um, there was a video. I mean, I could kind of go over this. There's a lot to them. No date. There's a lot of forums right now, or blogs, whatever you want to call it, about kind of already. And that's the thing. It's already being talked about, and it's only been a couple of days. You know, that's crazy. PlayStation 5 Pro was just talked about like maybe last weekend, you know. But I think where they kind of gone to it is that, hey guys, we're announcing the PlayStation 5 Pro. Let's throw a little bit of the new generation console. Um, so the reason why it's gonna be AMD, not Intel or stuff like that, Intel lost their bid when it comes to Sony. So AMD is now the one who's creating the chipset for these consoles, with nothing wrong with AMD. And I think AMD is really good. I always think AMD. Um, I've just always been an Intel fan. Always been. Um, there was this video by Skizzle. I love this guy. He loves to yap. So shout out to Skizzle. Let's go look back a little bit here.
Them being $1,000,
and I'll kind of pause between.
You never know, right? Inflation is it's rising up. I want to know where you guys.
That's true. That's what I'm saying. That's what I predict, that it's gonna be around $1,000. Maybe that's not gonna be the set price, but damn near $1,000. And for every different type of PlayStation 6, it's gonna go up. Like every console they have, there's always multiple ones that one is going to be more pricey than the other one.
Guys, shout out to the homie Cree TV. He made this up for PlayStation 6 right here, but apparently we're getting like a lot of news right now, and I want to shout out the homie Smash JT. Check this out, roll it.
Hot off the heels of the PlayStation 5 Pro falling completely flat with gamers, we have some information about the PlayStation 6, because why not add yet another console into a race of consoles that people are saying, why can't we just get some games for these? What's going on, guys? Welcome.
Exactly. Don't keep creating new consoles. Make more games for that console. You know, let people enjoy their time with that console for a little bit, you know. That's what I'm saying. Whereas, okay, guys, let's face it, PC is always going to be better. It's always going to be better, you know. And okay, if it is going to be $1,000, get a damn PC. Trust me, y'all are going to save so much money at the long run. You know, okay, the PC that I use for gaming, streaming, recording, I spent maybe 15, 60 something when I had built it the first time. This is when I had the 2070 Super as my graphics card. Obviously, I upgraded to 3050. Graphics card is in here right now. So I would say because of that, maybe probably $1,700, $1,800 that I spent on my PC. I have another one downstairs that I was gonna use for my streaming. But I ended up not using it for my streaming. I just ended up using the same one I have. I mean, it is what it is. If anything, I still could take that out and just use it as a streaming. But at $1,000, guys, you can build a PC that can definitely still beat fucking any other console's performance. You know, for this time at the moment. Fucking go to PC Part Picker, guys. You guys can. And trust me, you guys would save a lot more money. And you wouldn't even have to replace shit after like 4 years down the road. That's what I'm saying. You guys are going to save more money just for building a PC. And then okay, cool. You like the consoles for the controllers, the aim assist. Shit like that, guys. Always get a controller and still play it on PC. You know? Oh, okay. The exclusives. Okay. Fuck, dude. Spider-Man was just on PC. You know? I understand consoles are for their exclusive mainly. That's what their consoles are for. PlayStation with their Spider-Man, God of War, and other games. I think The Last of Us, stuff like that. And then Xbox, their Halo and shit like that. You know? That's what people usually get their consoles for, those games. You know, no hate on the consoles. I think the consoles are great. But for the money that you would be spending on consoles, build a PC. You know, you don't have to pay for Xbox Live or PlayStation Plus. You don't have to spend money for that. That's money you're saving in your pocket. You know, $700, $1,000. You're gonna save money. That's all I have to say. You know.
Do another episode.
Y'all got any games? No, we don't have any games. And even the homie Dreamcast, right? Firstly, coming 2028, $1,000. Imagine this is $1,000. Ah man, this like is crazy, bro.
Yeah,
1,000 US dollars. That's gonna be easy like 1,300, 1,400 Canadian plus taxes. Is easily gonna get down to $1,600. And if you want the disk drive separately, the vertical stand separately, easily gonna be separate.
More storage, all that shit. All that adds up. That's what I'm saying. All that at the end of the day is gonna add up. Build a PC, you won't have to change shit for more than 4 years down the line. Unless you want to be that person who always wants to have the better stuff, then do it. But guys, I have a i7 9700, the one that you can unlock. I've overclocked my CPU, my graphics card. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to buy the new graphics card down the line. Wait a year or two. When that pricing of the graphics card comes down, boom, buy that then. And then now, after a couple more years, same thing. Whereas you can't change anything on the consoles. The only thing you can change is add more storage, buy an external SSD or shit like that. That's all you can do. PC has more customization, guys.
1,700, 1,800 Canadian, right? Bruh, like let's just buy a PC, damn it, and then you gotta pay for online every single year. Then of course you gotta buy the games, which understandable, but like damn, these things are doing highway robbery. What the hell you guys doing over at PlayStation, man? Damn, these.
It's not just PlayStation, Xbox too. I would say Xbox is a little bit better when it comes to their pricing.
Crazy, bro.
Of Smash JT, and yeah, AMD has secured a contract to create the
as I was saying at the beginning
for PlayStation 6. According to Reuters, this console is going to be starting production eventually, and they're laying the groundwork right now for it and getting the contracts all sorted out, making sure that the PlayStation 6 comes to fruition in a store near you. And one of the main focal points.
That's another thing, guys. When the PlayStation 6 comes out, what are the chances of you being able to get one when it comes out? Same thing with the PlayStation 5. How long did it take for you guys to get the new PlayStation? It probably took you guys months to get a PS5. You know? Where you don't have to wait that long for a PC. Get a PC. I know I'm saying that a lot in this video. But I want you guys to understand that PC is going to end up being better for you guys. And just get a controller and play the games. And then down the line, if you guys want to still get a PlayStation, get it. You know what I mean?
PlayStation 6 is backwards compatibility. Can Sony make up their mind on what they want to do? Hit that subscribe, give me a like, and check out smashjt.com for the full exhaustive article breaking down.
Like the video, man. Imagine doing this crap where you are gonna hype up a new console, and hype up a new console means you have to hype it up with old ass features that exist on Xbox.
That's what I was saying. That's what I think why they actually starting to show some information about the PlayStation 6 so early. 3 years early, there's already information about the PlayStation 6. Doesn't mean that they probably won't change what the information is already being released right now. Doesn't mean that they won't change that stuff. But it's the fact that the PlayStation 5 Pro has already been announced and released, and is in production right now. So that's pretty fucking crazy, guys.
Xbox what we talking? Now listen, I want backwards compatibility. I think it's cool that we're gonna get it back. I really do want it. It should be the bare minimum. We should have had it with PS4, where we could have played PS3 games on it. On PS5, we should have had the PS3 backwards compatibility if we got the PS4 one. But
that's one thing about PC. Evergame is still there. You know, I can play World at War right now. I can play BO3. I can do this without having to switch to a different console just to play those games. I don't have to do that. You know, I can just go to Steam, launch that game up right now. Cold War, okay, open up Battle.net or Steam, you know, whatever platform that it's on, I can just open that platform and play that game. I don't have to go back to a different console just to play those games. That's kind of fucked up. That's shitty, you know. I think every, like, Xbox, they're backwards compatible. Most games, most old games are backwards compatible. And it should be like that for every new console. Every game should be backwards compatible if they choose to. You know, not having to, oh, guys, go back to the old console just to play this game. That's stupid.
But we should have had the PS3, PS2, and PS1. Oh, hell yeah. What are we talking about, man? Damn, this thing is crazy. That's like one thing that I gotta give credit to Microsoft. I mean, of course, they don't have games as well, but at least they got backwards compatibility, right? And this is one of those things, right? You need competition. You need competition because Xbox, of course, they are still not winning the console race, but because of their past problems and their past failures. But at least they had the backwards compatibility, and they're trying right now. I mean, they're trying. I mean, even PlayStation and Xbox, both of them don't have any new and massive games, right? PlayStation still has better stuff in terms of games and content, but both of them are sucking ass right now. PlayStation 5 is, of course, 2 times, even 3 times ahead in the sales, and this is why
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, let's face it, sales doesn't matter. It's the features that are on those consoles that matter. What you're gonna get from it, the specs, the, you know, capabilities of that console. That's what really matters, and that's what, you know, people are looking for. So yes, okay, you can tell from the sales of what console, or, you know, but at the same time, you really can't, because you guys got to realize most people only get PlayStation for the exclusive game. Same thing with Microsoft or Xbox. People only get those consoles for their exclusive games. And it's not really different exclusive games. It's usually the same exclusive games. It's just a new version of that game.
Them charge like what, $700 for PS5 Pro? This like is crazy without any like major improvement. If the improvements were massive, then understandable. I get that then, but the improvements are not even there. So what are we talking about? And now you guys are hyping up PlayStation 6. Now admittedly, we're hearing that it's gonna be coming out in 2028.
Nah, I don't.
2027. It's gonna come out after 2027, but now we're hearing 2028, so makes sense. Like 4 years from now, yeah, makes sense. But still, man, like, damn, where are the games? And you know that 2 years from now, we're just gonna start to get leaks about it. 2027, they're gonna start to officially hype it up and market it. And you know, 4 years from now, by the end of 2028, because we're almost by the end of 2024, so 4 years from now, we're probably gonna be able to buy it.
Got all the information, first broke the news with Reuters, and all the information they gave out here with how Sony has contracted AMD as the same company that they had for the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 5 Pro. They have signed them again now to work on the PlayStation 6. And yeah, not a big deal, not a big surprise. It makes the most sense. But there were other companies like Broadcom and Intel trying to get in there and get that business. But AMD won out. They said the reason why is because they're already familiar with how all this works and the same ecosystem and environment. It would just make sense.
Maybe. That could be a big possibility. But as Skizzle was doing, money. It's all about the money.
Especially because Sony wants to focus the PlayStation 6 on backwards compatibility. Now, far be it for me to say this, but isn't that what the PlayStation 5 Pro is supposedly doing anyways, at least when it comes to
Is it though? Oh man, if this actually lets us play PS3 games, then damn. But still though, these things are crazy though. Don't get me wrong. It should, but even PS5, normal PS5 should be able to like the video if you agree. Man, like, these suckers are crazy, man. I am all up for backwards compatibility, but the fact that these suckers are gonna, like, charge us that much money and hype a new console and be like, yeah, man, do backwards compatibility. It does backwards compatibility. That's lame, bro. That's lame, bro. Come on now, man.
To playing PlayStation.
I think backwards compatibility should have been a thing for PlayStation 4, and same thing for Xbox, their prior game console. That should have been a thing at those times of those consoles. That should have been a thing. My opinion, you know, but me personally, I feel that should have been a thing. PlayStation 4, backwards compatible, and then so on. Same thing with the Xbox.
5 games, upscaled and
higher
FPS.
But Xbox, that's the one thing I like about Xbox, guys, is that Xbox does a lot of the features that people really do want.
Okay, so backwards compatibility as in upscaling PS5 games. Okay, I did not see that coming, bruh. I was thinking about like PS3. Okay, guys, it is over.
PlayStation 6 again? Now, I'm not saying that we shouldn't keep pushing technology forward and making better consoles and pushing the bar as far as we can for gaming to keep progressing and being better. I'm not against that. All I'm saying is I feel like at this point in time, we've reached a peak of where the graphics and frames per second and processing power can all get to.
Exactly.
It feels like, especially Sony, but Microsoft to a lesser extent, are pushing the bar over and over.
Hey, yo, what you're doing with those hands, bro? What you doing? Smash it.
Don't
do that. Quick little commercial break, guys. No, it's not a commercial break. I want to shout out you guys, okay? Shout out to Big Zen, shout out to Kels, shout out to Alex, shout out to Legend.
Shout out to them boys, yo. Shout them out.
Over and over again. Hey. And the results are fairly similar to what we already have. It's not like this giant leap forward in technology like it was with
it's
NES
not.
The Super
guys,
Nintendo, or even
a PC been at ray tracing for years now. That's not a new technology. It's only a new technology to the consoles.
The Super Nintendo to the PlayStation 1 or even N64 if you want to stay in that same family, or even the PS1 to PS2 or the PS2 to PS3. And I might even give you the PS3 to the PS4. But then you get to the PS4 to the PS5 and I'm like, okay, yeah, I guess I kind of see some marginal shadow difference.
Yo, PSSR can go pound sand. It can get mama, man, for $700, bro. Like, y'all suckers can kiss my BBC, or y'all suckers can suck my BBC, bro.
And ray tracing, as they always say, but it's like, you don't really notice too much of it. Bro. It does look marginally better, not gonna lie.
It's a slight difference.
Better, but at what cost? An entirely new console, an entirely new ecosystem, entirely new games that you need to rebuy all over again because they're not going to make original games, just to say, hey, I'm playing this on the latest technology, and look, you can see an extra strand of hair on this person.
And they're and I know these suckers are definitely going to make it so when you go in your friends list, it's gonna show the icon and it's gonna show you the logo. Look at that. Look at that friend of yours. That friend of yours is playing that game that you're playing right now, but on the PS5 Pro. See, you peasant, go buy a PS5 Pro. So there's gonna be a whole lot of that. These things work with psychology. They got psychologists running around their studios, bro. Like, let me tell you this one, man. This is what they're gonna do. They're gonna like get you to buy it, man. They're gonna get you feeling like a peasant. Don't fall for their bull squash, okay? Unless it turns out that GTA 6 is, but that's still gonna be bull squash though, right? What I was gonna say is that if it turns out like GTA 6 has 60 FPS on PS5 Pro, but 30 on PS5 and Series X, then okay, makes sense. But still, man, like that at that point, I'm gonna be.
I think at this point of time, shit should all be running at 60 FPS by now. You know what I mean? Consoles should have been running at 60 FPS by now. Let's face it. I think everybody's thinking the same thing. These consoles, all the PlayStation 5, I wouldn't doubt people probably think PlayStation 4 should be running at 60 FPS for most of their games. But definitely at PlayStation 5 and above. that shit should have been already 60 FPS. Again, my opinion on these things,
that
guys.
Means, by the way, we're hearing it's still gonna be 30 FPS, right? Like that's what we're hearing. But if it turns out 60, then at that point I would be convinced that it could have been 60 FPS even on the normal PS5, but they didn't do it because they wanted you to buy a PS5 Pro.
Exactly.
But the graphics are like even more crazy than normal PS5.
And that's what I was telling you guys. That's why I believe that there should have already been 60 FPS for games, you know, and for consoles. It should have been. But again, they use that as their tactic. Oh, hey guys, this new console's coming out. It's gonna run games at this frames per second. Get this console. Lose the old console, get this new one.
X on PS5 Pro. You know, you got more perks, let's just say backwards compatibility where you can play the PS3 games. It's gonna start like another wildfire for sure. Like Seka's gonna talk about it, right? And rightfully so. Gamers gonna be on their ass. They already are. Absolutely makes sense. But at least at that point, you would have an incentive to buy the PS5 Pro because right now there are none. It's just like 10% better graphics, right? They say
I wouldn't even say 10% better.
45% better is the price, my G. I would argue like the price is more than that. I guess it's 45%, almost give or take, right? Maybe less than that, right?
That's the thing, man. Like, guys, realize that consoles, their pricings on things are probably not the best. When it comes to consoles, pricing's not the best, you know? Then in day, you can get something better for that much more money every single time. You know, consoles, they only made their prices because they want to make a big buck back.
One is gonna be 700 USD. So yeah, like 500, 45%, give or take a little bit, right? 100% price increase would have been $1,000. So, you know, yeah, I would say the price is more like 40% increase. But they're saying 45%. So you know what I mean? 45% increase of graphics? Nah, son, it's only 10%. I would even say 5%. You can literally turn on or increase the sharpness on your TV or on your monitor and get your game looking like that you're playing on PlayStation 5 Pro, even on PlayStation 6, my guy.
That's a good point, guys. Guys, for the monitors, guys, the monitors makes a big difference, guys. You can get a 4K monitor that runs at this these hertz, 165 hertz, 100, you know, etc., and get that quality of a PlayStation 5 Pro on a PlayStation 5. You know, it's your monitor. Guys, that's so true. You guys don't even understand. That crap is so true. Get a good monitor. You won't tell the difference from a PlayStation 5 to a PlayStation 5 Pro. And then after that, you won't tell the difference from a PlayStation 5 Pro from a PlayStation 5 PlayStation 6.
I'm giving you the secrets of the universe for absolutely free, guys. Like the video, man. Like the video. That's your cost, right? That's your price right there, bud.
Isn't it awesome? But before I even get too far into that, let's talk about what Reuters reported from Sony regarding the decision and how it was influenced specifically because they wanted a seamless transition for gamers, allowing them to continue enjoying their PS5
Toxic gamers
games on a new system.
Bruh.
Because you can't already just enjoy your PS5 games on your PS5. You need to buy an entirely new system that can process them better, apparently, and replay them again on that system. I mean, are we sensing a theme here and a problem? And ironically, this is coming on the heels of the PlayStation 5 Pro announcement where I had the same exact complaints. I'm like, what are we even doing here? If the game that's being created is not justifiable to go on next generation hardware, why are you doing it? Just make the game for the current hardware. If you want to make a next gen leap and you want to make a game that's so spectacular, so big, so insanely incredibly expensive to create, to make sure it goes on that next generation console, then do it. But the problem is, no one wants to take that risk. The primary concern with Sony appears to be maintaining backwards compatibility without incurring insane costs or diverting too many engineering resources for that part of the project. And transitioning from AMD to one of those different suppliers like Intel or Broadcom that I mentioned earlier would have risked some compatibility issues and most likely would have required a significant effort to overcome any unexpected technical hurdles.
Yeah, I believe like this is one of the reasons as well that this is why they did not do PS3 backwards compatible. I believe like because it was so different, right? It's so different, it's not compatible. And
you can't bring a PlayStation 3 game to, you know, etc. etc. It kind of, you have to remaster that game to make it work for that. And that's the thing. Usually PlayStation 3 games are meant for that console and then maybe PlayStation 4.
Like, we don't give a damn, bro. Like, make it. Your competition is doing it. You should be able to do it too, man. Come on, bro.
Which is a good thing because it has to be backwards compatible. Could you imagine if Sony came out with a PlayStation 6 and it's like, yep, not backwards compatible with the PS5.
Yeah. Like, bruh.
Here's a remaster of Last of Us Part 1.
That's what I'm saying. That has to be like a remastered game.
You need to buy again, and you can see more strands of hair on the people and more pieces of grass on the ground.
Remaster game for the new console. When you already have that game for a console that just came out maybe not so long ago.
A point in technology where it's gone so far that we're like Jack on the Island.
Guys, I'm gonna leave this video in the description. If you guys want to finish the rest of this video, you guys can go ahead. I appreciate you guys. If you guys made it this far, I appreciate you guys for, you know, liking the video. If you guys have any comments in the description, let me know. I'll try to answer as best as I can. I really hope you guys like this video. Go see my last videos. Go see the PlayStation 5 Pro video. Guys, thank you for all the support that I have been given lately. The past couple of days, we just reached 200 and I think 70 something subscribers, and I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for everything, man. I wouldn't be here without you guys. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys see you guys next time.